Uncle Mark, welcome. I hope the sun didn't finish you out there.
Aw, I'm used to it by now. But your neighborhood sun is hotter than mine, I won't lie.
That's why I didn't bother sending the children with you to the market. This weather is not friendly today at all.
You made the right call. I almost bought more than I planned just to hurry up and come back, but your list was detailed, so I didn't forget anything.
Thank you, Uncle. I don't take it for granted. You're always helping out whenever you come.
It's nothing. Your family. Besides, you've been more than good to David. Even if he doesn't say it, I see it.
Thank you. Honestly, sometimes I just wish he was home more often. But I understand. He's doing everything he can to provide for us. I don't even have a job, and these children don't know what it means to lack.
That's true. David has really stretched himself for this family. I know he doesn't rest.
He doesn't. Even when he comes home on weekends, his mind is still busy. Always thinking, always calculating. I know I complain sometimes, but the truth is, I'm proud of him.
That's good to hear, Sister Grace. You've always been honest with your feelings, but you also carry a lot of grace, no pun intended.
That name keeps following me, but truly, I thank God, not every woman gets a husband who still sends something home even when he hasn't earned much that month.
Exactly. He even told me last week how he had to let go of a contract just because it didn't align with his values. He would rather struggle than compromise his faith.
Really? He didn't tell me that part.
He said he didn't want to worry you. He knows you already carry a lot here with the house and the kids.
That's just like him, always protecting me in his own quiet way, and here I was, almost upset that he hasn't called in 2 days.
He's probably neck deep in something again, but even when he's silent, he's thinking about this family. I see it in how he plans. Every conversation circles back to you and the children.
Uncle Mark, thank you for saying that. Sometimes it's these little reminders that help me stay calm. This motherhood and marriage journey is not easy.
But you're doing well, and you're not alone. That's why I always make time to stop by when I can. It's not just to see the kids, it's also to make sure you're okay.
You've been a blessing to this family too. David always says, Mark may be younger, but he's more responsible than many older men.
He said that.
Yes, he says you think deeply, and that you have wisdom beyond your age. I think he's right.
That means a lot. Honestly, we all have our struggles, but knowing our efforts are seen, especially by family, it makes it worth it.
You know, there are days I miss just sitting with David and talking like friends. No stress, no bills, no rushing anywhere. But even in his absence, I feel his presence. I still cook his favorite soup every weekend.
I know, and he talks about it. He said, if not for Grace, I would have forgotten how a goosey soup is meant to taste.
He said that. That's sweet. I'll keep trying. I just pray God keeps strengthening him.
Amen. And he'll strengthen you too. You're doing more than enough. You're holding this home with prayer and patience, and that's not something small.
Thank you. I really needed this talk today.
Sometimes all we need is someone to remind us that we're seen. And you, Sister Grace, are deeply seen by God, by David, and by everyone around you.
And by Uncle Mark.
Always.
Hey you. Been waiting to hear from you all day.
I know, I'm sorry. Today just swallowed me. But hearing your voice now makes everything better.
You always say the sweetest things.
Because you are the sweetest thing. You okay?
I'm fine now, just sitting down, waiting for someone special to call, and he finally did.
Then his timing must be perfect.
Almost. 10 minutes late, but I'll let it pass. Where are you now?
I just pulled over in front of my brother's house. His wife is about to serve me dinner. I needed that kind of home feeling today.
Ah, that's lovely. You always talk about your brother and his wife. It sounds like you all are really close.
We are. Grace, his wife, is a good woman. Quiet, strong, respectful. You don't find many like her. She carries that home with wisdom.
You really admire her.
I do. Not many women can hold a house like she does, especially with kids and all. My brother is lucky. And honestly, I learn a lot just by observing them.
That's so good to hear. It makes me feel even more blessed to be part of a family like yours. I can't wait to meet her.
You'll love her. She's warm, welcoming, always trying to make people feel at home. The kids are amazing too, super sharp and respectful.
Please greet them for me. I've heard so much about them, I feel like I already know them.
They'll be excited to hear from Auntie Elaine. I told them about you too. They keep asking when I'm bringing you.
Tell them soon, and remind them I bake better cookies than their uncle.
I'm not even going to argue with that. But you'll have to prove it when you come.
Challenge accepted. By the way, have you eaten today?
Not yet. Grace is just setting the table. You know that feeling when someone cooks with heart. That's how it is here. You can smell peace from the kitchen.
That sounds beautiful. Honestly, babe, I'm glad you have that kind of support while we're still building our future.
Me too. It helps. On days when everything feels heavy, being here reminds me what kind of home I want us to build together.
And we will, one step at a time, together.
Amen to that.
Alright, go in and enjoy your meal. I'll let you rest tonight, but I expect a full report tomorrow.
Deal. I'll call you back once I'm inside and settled, just to hear your voice again.
Looking forward to it. Send my regards to your brother and sister Grace. And don't forget those kids.
I won't. Good night, my love.
Good night, Mark.
This breeze is just perfect tonight, makes me want to sleep right here on this chair.
You've earned it, bro. After the week we just had at the office, any breeze feels like heaven.
That's true. The new contract almost swallowed me. But thank God we delivered. You did great in that presentation, by the way.
Thanks. I couldn't have pulled it off without your support. You've been like a covering for me in that office.
We cover each other, that's how it's meant to be, so you've been smiling a lot lately, even the children noticed. One of them said Uncle Mark looks like someone who dreams with his eyes open.
That's probably accurate. I wanted to talk to you about it, actually.
I'm listening.
Her name is Elaine. We've been talking for some months now. She's strong in faith, intelligent, peaceful and real. I believe she's the one.
I see. Have you prayed about her?
Yes, I have. From the first day I started considering it seriously, I prayed. Then I involved Mum too. We've been waiting and watching, and we both feel peace in our hearts about it. I truly believe she's God's will for me.
That's good to hear. You know I won't question your judgment unnecessarily, you've always been responsible. But marriage is not something you enter just because you feel good about someone. That inner peace must be rooted in prayer, not just chemistry.
That's exactly why I didn't rush. I've asked God to confirm it in different ways, and every time, He gives me more clarity. Elaine carries peace with her. She encourages me to stay in God, not drift.
That matters. If she pushes you closer to God, that's a sign worth holding on to.
Thank you. That means a lot, coming from you.
You have my full support. But don't take too long to do the proper thing. If you're convinced, don't delay. It's better to build on a clear word than to wait for perfect circumstances.
I understand. I'm willing. I plan to invite her over soon and introduce her to the family. You and Sister Grace have been a big part of my life. She needs to know the kind of people who shaped me.
We'll be happy to meet her. Grace already guessed something was up. She said the way you talked about someone named Elaine made her smile like a schoolboy.
She's not wrong.
Just make sure you continue this journey the way you started it with God. Don't let the excitement make you forget the place of prayer and wise counsel.
I won't. I've seen what a godly home looks like through you and Grace. I want to build that kind of home.
Then lay the right foundation. Be honest with her. Lead with love, not pressure. And remember, your wife is not just a partner. She's your assignment too.
That's deep. I'll hold on to that.
Good. Now tell me, how's your side of the project going at the office? Any updates since yesterday's meeting?
Actually, yes. I spoke with the procurement team today. They've approved most of our requests, but we might need to shift the delivery timeline by a week.
As expected. Let's be proactive. If you handle the team meeting on Monday, I'll back you up with the director.
Deal. I appreciate that.
It's all part of the work. At the office, we're a team. At home, we're family. And soon, we'll welcome a new sister.
Soon. Uncle David, Sister Grace, we're here.
Welcome, welcome. So this is the famous Elaine.
Yes, Ma. It's so lovely to finally meet you.
Come in, my dear. We've been expecting you. Please, feel at home.
Thank you so much. Your home is very beautiful.
Ah, welcome, welcome. So you're the lady who's making my brother forget his phone at home these days.
Guilty as charged, sir.
We're happy to have you here. Sit down, please.
Let me serve you something. I made a few things, pepper soup, jollof rice, and fried plantain. You must be hungry after the journey.
Thank you so much, Ma, but I'm okay for now. I'm still a bit full. Please, just the drink is perfect.
Oh, are you sure? It's no trouble at all.
Yes, Ma, please, I beg you. I wouldn't want to waste the food. I really want to enjoy it another time with an empty stomach.
All right, no problem. The drink it is then.
So, Elaine, tell us a little about yourself. Where did you grow up?
I was born and raised in Phoenix, but I've been in Chicago for the past 5 years. I work with a nonprofit that helps young girls stay in school.
That's beautiful. That kind of work speaks volumes.
I told you she has a heart for people.
I just believe everyone deserves a chance to grow, no matter where they come from.
Good mindset. Our world needs more women like you.
Thank you, sir. It's a privilege to be here. Honestly, Mark speaks so highly of both of you. I've been looking forward to this visit.
We're on it. And don't worry, this is your home too now. We believe in strong families and peaceful homes.
That means a lot. Thank you, sir.
Mark, would you like to eat now, or wait a bit?
Let me wait a bit. I want to spend a few minutes with Elaine before food steals my attention.
All right then, the food is ready whenever you are.
Sister Grace, I hope I didn't offend you by not eating.
No, you didn't. Everyone's free to eat or not eat. It's not a problem.
I really meant no disrespect. I'm just not used to eating immediately when I visit, but I do look forward to your food. Mark says you're an amazing cook.
Thank you. Maybe next time, then.
Elaine, don't mind my wife. She's very traditional when it comes to guests. Feeding people is her love language.
I understand, and next time, I won't come with a full stomach.
Good answer.
We just wanted to introduce Elaine properly. God has given me peace about this journey, and I didn't want to move forward without bringing her here first.
You've done the right thing. You're a man, Mark, but you've also chosen to stay a son and a brother. That speaks well of your character. We're with you.
Thank you, sir. I truly feel welcomed.
We're happy to have you.
You've been quiet since Mark and Elaine left. Are you tired?
Not tired, just thinking.
Thinking about what?
About the visit, about Elaine.
It went well, didn't it? She seems pleasant, polite, calm.
She is in many ways. She carries herself well. She knows how to talk, how to smile, how to respond.
But
something didn't sit right with me.
Is it because she didn't eat?
It's not just that she didn't eat. It's how she didn't eat. You didn't see her eyes when I offered. It wasn't just, no thank you. It was like she didn't want to be served by me. Like she was doing me a favor by being there.
Grace, don't start reading things that may not be there. You know how some people are. Maybe she truly wasn't hungry.
I'm not upset that she declined the food, David. I'm hurt because I prepared for her like I would for a daughter. I put my whole heart in it. And she didn't even try to meet me halfway.
She complimented you, she even explained herself.
Yes, with her mouth, but her body language was saying something else. You've been with me long enough to know, I don't just listen to what people say. I watch how they say it.
Grace.
I know Mark loves her, and I want to love her too, but something in my spirit felt pushed away. I don't know if it was pride or just unfamiliarity. But I felt it.
You're probably just being protective. This is new. You've carried this home for years, and now someone is stepping in, someone close to your brother-in-law's heart. It's okay to feel uneasy.
It's not jealousy. I'm not threatened by her. I'm concerned for Mark. I want to be wrong, David. I truly do. But women like Elaine, they know how to show light and still hide shadows.
Grace, I know your instincts have served this family well, but let's not judge her from one visit. Give her time, give yourself time, she might still surprise you.
She already did.
Let's sleep on it. Tomorrow is another day, and who knows? Maybe in time, you and Elaine will become close, like sisters.
Maybe.
You have such a beautiful family, Mark. Your niece, what's her name again, the one with the 2 puffs?
That's Cindy, the unofficial reporter of the house.
She really is. She asked me if I came from Uncle Mark's dream.
That's Cindy for you. Always watching, always asking. She picked that from Sister Grace. Nothing passes her by.
Speaking of Sister Grace, I hope I didn't offend her.
You mean when you said no to the food?
Yes, I was honestly full, and I didn't want to force anything just to appear polite. But the moment I declined, I felt something change in her.
You're right. Grace is traditional in that way. She believes that when someone visits, especially a woman coming into the family, you eat what's offered as a sign of respect.
I understand. I just didn't want to waste it or lie. Maybe I should have taken a few bites at least.
Maybe. But I know you meant no harm. Grace will come around. She's just deeply protective. Not harsh, just observant. She's carried that home for years with so much grace, no pun intended.
She's strong. I noticed that right away, and peaceful. The way she speaks quietly but with weight, I respect her.
That's the woman who prayed my brother through his hardest seasons. And she helped raise me too. She and Mum both poured a lot into who I am now.
I was going to ask about your mum. You speak about Sister Grace so often, I almost thought she raised you both alone.
Mum is still alive, very much so. She lives in Hartford now. She visits once in a while, but we also go see her when we can. She's slowing down a bit, but her prayers, still sharp as ever.
Have you told her about me?
Of course. I told you she's been praying with me about this. When I mentioned your name, she paused, prayed quietly, and later told me she felt peace.
That's beautiful. I'd love to meet her.
You will. She's been asking to meet you too, but first, I think it's time I meet your family.
Really?
Yes. I've met your voice, your thoughts, your heart, but I want to meet your people, the ones who made you who you are.
Well, I've already told my dad about you. He knows your name. I told him how peaceful you make me feel, and how you remind me of quiet strength, like him.
What did he say?
He said any man who can calm my storm is worth meeting. And that I should bring you soon, before he starts thinking you're imaginary.
Then I better prepare myself.
You'll be fine. Just be yourself. My dad doesn't like show-offs. He likes steady, respectful men.
Then we should get along just fine. Elaine, thank you for today. I know family visits can be tricky, but you handled it with grace, even when it was uncomfortable.
And thank you for not brushing over my concerns. I want us to keep talking like this, openly, honestly, gently.
That's how we'll grow together.
So next weekend, are you free?
Yes. Let's make it official. I'll come meet your dad.
Then it's settled. I'll let him know to prepare your own test meal.
I'll come with an empty stomach, and a humble heart.
Mark, you're very welcome. We've heard a lot about you, even though Elaine didn't give us all the juicy details.
Thank you, Ma. It's truly an honor to be here. I've looked forward to this visit.
And we've looked forward to meeting you. My daughter doesn't open her heart easily, but when she does, she chooses carefully. That tells me something.
Daddy, you're making it sound like I'm a mystery.
Aren't you?
You know, Mark, when I first heard your name, I told my husband, that one sounds like someone who wears polished shoes and finishes his food.
Hopefully I didn't disappoint on either count.
Not at all. You carry yourself well, you speak with clarity, and above all, you don't pretend. That's something I watch for in men who come around my daughter.
Thank you, sir. I truly appreciate those words.
Let me say this clearly, so there's no confusion. I'm not against your relationship with Elaine. In fact, after our interaction today, I can say I like you. You seem grounded, you carry peace, and you're respectful.
Thank you, Daddy.
So yes, Mark, you have my blessing. But I need to tell you something that may sound a bit unusual. I don't expect you to agree with me immediately. But I must speak as a father.
I'm listening, sir.
With the way this country is going, I've come to a hard but necessary conclusion. A first degree is no longer enough. It's no longer sufficient to compete, to grow, or to build something stable. Not here, not even abroad sometimes.
Daddy, you've never said this before.
And this is the first time you are hearing it. I've kept it in my heart because I wasn't sure when to say it. But now that you're bringing someone home, I believe the time has come.
He's been thinking about this a lot.
Mark, I've made a decision. None of my children will leave this compound permanently until they've completed their master's degree. That's the legacy I want to give them. I may not have millions in the bank, but I'll give them something no one can take away: depth of knowledge, academic leverage, and competitive value.
I see. That's very admirable, sir.
You're probably wondering why Elaine never told you this. She couldn't, because I never said it aloud until now. You're hearing it the same way she is.
Mark, I'm really sorry you had to hear it like this. I honestly didn't know it was a condition. But I believe we'll find our way around it. I know this is a lot, but we'll walk through it together, with patience and prayer.
Thank you. That means a lot to hear from you. Your dad is a wise man, and I respect his convictions. But yes, I'll need to go home and pray more about this.
That's all I ask. I don't expect an answer tonight, just don't rush, let God lead you.
Now that the serious talk is over, can I serve the pounded yam? I made it specially for today.
Yes, Ma, I'd be happy to eat.
You've been quiet.
Just reflecting. Your dad spoke from a place of love. I didn't expect that part, but I respect him for being honest.
I feel like I owe you an apology again. I should have prepared you for anything, even the unknown. I didn't know that was in his heart, but still.
You don't need to apologize twice. I understand. Family is layered. Sometimes, even the people closest to us surprise us.
I'm here. Whatever happens next, we'll walk through it.
We will, but first, I need to go home, think, pray, talk to my brother. And talk to Mom.
I understand, take your time.
I'll call you when I get back.
I'll be waiting.
You've been quiet since Mark left. You were smiling earlier, but that smile didn't reach your eyes.
Because I was holding it in, Mum. I didn't want to say anything in front of Mark. I couldn't.
What were you holding in?
I'm not okay with what Daddy said. I only pretended to be fine while Mark was here because I didn't want to make Dad look bad before him.
Elaine.
I respect Daddy, Mum. I love him deeply. I know everything he does is out of love for us. But this condition, saying I must complete a master's before leaving his roof, it just doesn't sit right with me.
Why do you say that? Mark didn't argue, he said he'd go and pray more about it.
That was just to ease the moment. To be polite, I know Mark. I read his face the moment Daddy said it. He didn't see it coming, he felt blindsided.
He didn't say so.
He wouldn't, not in your presence. But I saw it in his eyes. He smiled, but it wasn't real. His shoulders dropped. He drove off heavy. Mum, we've already prayed. We didn't rush into this. We fasted, we sought counsel, we waited. And each time, God gave us peace to move forward now, not later, not after another degree. Now.
But your father believes he's securing your future.
I know, and I don't blame him for that. He wants the best for me. He wants to protect me the only way he knows how, through education. But God is the one who sees ahead, not just degrees. And I'm sure that right now, he's not leading me toward a master's. He's leading me toward marriage.
And if you decide to study further later?
Then I will, in my husband's house, with his support. With the right timing, but I can't accept this idea that marriage must wait until a certificate is framed and hung.
You've really thought this through?
Yes, Mum, and I didn't say a word earlier because I didn't want to make Daddy seem rigid in front of Mark. That would dishonor him, but I don't agree with him. Not on this.
You're wise, Elaine. You spoke like a woman who knows who she is and whose she is.
I didn't come to fight Dad's words, I just needed to be honest about how they landed in my heart.
You were right to hold your peace in public. And you're right to speak now in private. That's wisdom.
Thank you, Mum.
Keep praying. If this is truly God's season for you, then nothing will block it, not even your father's good intentions.
Will you talk to him?
Yes, I'll speak with him, not to oppose him, but to help him understand. You're not trying to rebel, you're just following God's peace.
Exactly.
We raised you to know God for yourself, and now you're proving that we didn't plant in vain. It will all work out, my daughter. I believe it.
Amen.
Father, this is harder than I thought it would be. I thought today would be filled with joy. I thought it would confirm everything we've prayed about. But now I feel like the ground shifted under my feet. Lord, you know how we started this, not in excitement or in emotion. We prayed, we waited, we asked you to go ahead of us. And each time, you gave peace, so why does it feel like I've hit a wall? God, I honor her father. I truly do. He's a good man, he wants the best for his daughter. I don't even blame him, but Lord, you see what I can't see. You know what's ahead, so I'm asking you, did I miss it? Did we move too soon? If this delay is from you, I'll wait. But if it's just human fear wrapped in wisdom, Lord, help me know the difference. I don't want to fight a battle that doesn't exist. But I also don't want to bow to pressure if it's not your will. Lord, I love her, not just for who she is, but for how you've used her in my life. She makes me think better, speak better, pray deeper. That kind of connection doesn't come every day, so if this is still you, please speak. In a dream, through a verse, through peace, just speak. And Father, help her too. I know this is not easy for her. She wants to honor her parents, but she also wants to follow you. Give her strength, give her peace, and please give me clarity. If this is still the path, Lord, I'll walk it, just don't let me walk blind. I'll wait on you, I'll trust you.
You've been turning the same page for the past 10 minutes.
Because my mind is somewhere else.
Let me guess. Our daughter.
Yes, it's not easy, you know. 1 minute she's a little girl asking for help with homework, and the next, she's bringing a man home.
That's how it is. Time walks fast when we're raising children.
I just want the best for her, that's all I've ever wanted.
And you've given her that. You've given all of us more than enough, Adam. No one doubts your love, not Elaine, not me.
But is it wrong to want her to be fully prepared before marriage? A master's degree may not guarantee wealth, but it equips her. It gives her options. If anything ever goes wrong, she won't be stranded.
You're right, and you're not wrong for wanting that. In fact, you're a wise man for thinking that far ahead. But maybe it's the timing that needs adjusting.
How do you mean?
Elaine's not rejecting the vision. She's simply saying, maybe I can build that dream from inside my marriage, not before it.
But what if marriage swallows the dream?
Then we trust the kind of woman we raised. And the kind of man she's chosen. Mark doesn't strike me as someone who would clip her wings. In fact, I think he'll help her fly farther.
She didn't say much during our talk. She just sat there quietly.
Because she didn't want to embarrass you before him, but she spoke to me afterward, respectfully. Calmly, but firmly.
She disagrees.
She does, not out of pride, but because she has peace in her heart about this season. They've prayed, they waited, they listened, and they feel God is leading them to marry now, not later.
I was only trying to protect her.
And you have. You've protected her beautifully, but this might be the moment you protect her by letting go.
What if she regrets it?
Then we'll still be here. With love, with prayers, with open arms, but I don't believe she will. I believe she'll thrive even more with the covering of a good husband and a supportive family behind her. Adam, I've been your wife for over 30 years. I've seen your heart up close. You love deeply, but sometimes, love must bend, not break. Give her your blessing. Don't let a certificate stand in the way of what God may be doing.
You really believe she can still go for her masters, even after marriage?
Yes, I do. And if she chooses to, she'll do it well. Maybe even better with a husband who supports her. She won't stop being your daughter just because she changes her address.
All right, if that's what she truly believes and you're sure Mark will support her growth.
Then we walk with her. Not behind her, not ahead of her, but beside her.
Then I'll let it go. I'll bless their union, with peace in my heart.
Thank you. You won't regret it.
We're really giving away our little girl, aren't we?
We're not losing a daughter, we're gaining a son.
It feels like it's been a long time.
I know. Just a few days, but it felt like months.
Things have changed since the last time you came to the house.
I hope you don't mean that in a bad way.
Why do people always say that when they know the answer?
All right, I'll explain myself. I've been quiet because I needed to concentrate, to hear God clearly. I didn't want emotions to cloud what we prayed for from the beginning.
Well, I bring you good news. You can stop concentrating now. The Lord has already done it.
Wait, what do you mean?
After you left that night, I spoke with Mum. I told her everything I felt. I told her I didn't want to make Dad look bad in front of you, but that I didn't agree with him on the timing.
Go on.
She listened, Mark, she really did, and then she said something I'll never forget. She said, if this is God's season for you, nothing will block it, not even your father's good intentions. The next day, she spoke to Dad privately.
And what happened?
She told him that the legacy he wants for me, education, can still happen within marriage, that letting go doesn't mean losing me. She helped him understand and he listened. Later that night, he called me into the sitting room, and with tears in his eyes, he gave me his full blessing.
Elaine.
Yes, Mark, he said he sees your heart, and that if this is what I believe God wants for me, then he won't stand in the way. He's even ready to meet with you again, this time as a father expecting his son.
Thank you, Jesus. Elaine, I don't even know how to express how I feel right now. I was so prepared to wait, but God has gone ahead of us.
Just like he always does.
Then we must move quickly before Daddy changes his mind.
That's what I said to Mum too.
I'm serious. I'll find time this week, maybe even tomorrow, to go and see him. I need that dowry list in my hands before any new revelation comes from his prayer room.
Please do, before he suddenly decides I should complete a PhD before wedding day.
You know what? Let him include PhD. I'll marry you first, then I'll be your #1 cheerleader when you return to school.
That's why I chose you. Because you're steady, quiet, but strong, gentle, but firm. You make it easy to trust God's will.
And you make it easy to obey it.
We're really doing this, aren't we?
We are. God has made the way. Now we'll walk it, together.
You're still coming to see Daddy with your shoes polished, right?
I'll even iron my socks. Brother David, hope I'm not interrupting.
Interrupting. You look like someone who's about to buy land on my head. Sit down, what's going on?
Just wanted to touch base on the client file. Procurement finally approved the breakdown. I'll send it to you before close of work.
Good, I'm expecting that. Let's stay ahead before next Monday's presentation. That contract is ours if we stay sharp.
We will. But that's not the only reason I came.
I thought so. You have that look like someone with news. Big or small?
Big, personal. It's about Elaine.
I'm listening.
Remember the first time I visited her house? Everything was fine until her dad dropped the condition about her getting a master's before marriage.
I remember. You came back quiet that day. I could tell it hit you hard.
It did. I respected him even more for saying it with love. But I won't lie, it shook me. I thought everything was about to pause indefinitely.
What changed?
God. That's what changed.
Go on.
After I left, Elaine spoke with her mom. She was respectful, but honest. And her mom, God bless her, understood her perfectly. That same night, she went and spoke to her husband in private. Gently, with love. No pressure. No attack.
She's a wise woman. Grace always says the quietest women often do the deepest work.
Exactly. And somehow, that quiet talk shifted things. Her dad called Elaine later and gave her his blessing, freely, fully.
That's God.
That's God. And that's why I'm here. I don't want to waste time. Not because I'm afraid of him changing his mind, but because I want to honor the door God has opened. Delays can be dangerous sometimes.
So wedding plans?
Yes. I want to go back this weekend to collect the dowry list. And once that's done, I want us to fix a date as soon as possible. Even if it means doing something simple and decent first, before planning anything bigger.
I support you completely, but this means things will move fast.
That's why I need your help. I know it might feel rushed. Things like suit fitting, family meetings, printing cards, all of that might be squeezed into tight weeks. But I can't do it without your support.
You've always had my support, Mark. And you still do. Whether it's 2 months or 2 weeks, we'll walk with you. Grace will help coordinate with Elaine's side, and Mum will definitely want to know the details too.
Thank you, sir. Really. I needed to hear that today.
You're my brother, and this is not just your wedding, it's our joy too. We'll plan it like a mission.
Mission Operation No Delay.
Exactly. So when are you going back to the house?
This Saturday. I've already spoken to Elaine. Her dad is expecting me. I'll take small gifts along too, just to show respect.
Perfect. I'll let Grace know tonight. We'll pray with you before you go.
Thanks, Brother David, for always being there, for being more than just a brother.
That's what family is. Now go and finish that email. And remember to breathe. God's already gone ahead. So I think it's time we had this talk.
Which talk?
Mark's wedding.
I thought that's what's been going on. I noticed Mum has been around more often. I've seen the whispered calls, the quiet meetings. But if no one is telling me, then maybe I'm not supposed to know.
Grace, come on. You know it's not like that.
Then explain it to me, because we all live in the same town. Under the same sky, but I've had to gather news about my own brother's wedding by observing shadows. If Mark doesn't say anything to me, if Elaine doesn't say anything to me, and if even Mum, the woman I serve like a daughter, won't say anything to me, then I'll take the message loud and clear: I'm not important.
That's not true, Grace. You are important. To all of us.
Then why do I feel like a stranger? Why does it feel like I'm outside the circle of celebration?
It wasn't planned this way. The whole thing moved faster than anyone expected. After Mark visited her family, her dad gave his full blessing immediately, faster than even Mark thought possible, and we all agreed that, with how unpredictable people can be, it was best to fix a date quickly. So yes, it feels rushed, but not because we wanted to leave you out.
Then someone should have told me. Someone should have looked me in the eye and said, Grace, this is what's happening. We want you involved.
You know how Mark is quiet. Careful. He probably didn't know how to bring it up, especially with how sensitive the family dynamics have been.
But I've always been there for him. I was the one he ran to when he had no school shoes. When he lost his first job. When he was sick for 3 days, I was the one sitting by his bed. Now he wants to become a husband, and I become invisible.
Grace, if you want to be upset, I won't stop you, but don't let the enemy use this silence to build walls between you and the ones you love. Don't assume the worst. Mark still loves you. Elaine respects you. Mum loves you like her own, but this is a fast season. Sometimes, we move quickly and forget to carry those who matter, not because we don't care but because we get caught up in the moment.
If they cared, they'd remember me.
Then please yourself. If they don't say anything and you choose to ignore the wedding, I won't force you, but I will ask you one thing: search your heart deeply before deciding how you'll respond, because how we handle small offenses often determines how deep our relationships go in the future.
I just wanted to be seen.
You are, Grace. Even if it feels quiet right now, you are seen.
I just said it would have been better if you had told me before giving them the food. That's all.
So now I must take permission from you to feed children in my own house.
No, Grace. That's not what I said. I only meant, it would have avoided confusion if I had known.
Confusion. Mark, the only confusion here is the one you carry in your heart about me. You've been acting cold for months, like I'm the enemy. Over what?
What are you talking about? That's not true.
It is true, and today, over a simple issue, you twist it and make it look like I'm being manipulative. Like I'm scheming something behind your back.
Grace, calm down. You're reading meaning into what I didn't say. I didn't accuse you of anything.
You didn't have to. The way you talk to me says it all. You don't trust me anymore, and to be honest, I'm tired of walking on eggshells around you.
Walking on eggshells. Grace, how did we even get here? When did everything become this hostile?
Since you and Elaine moved out. Since I became the sister-in-law who is too traditional, too observant, too everything. You started avoiding me, talking in short sentences, smiling like a stranger.
That's not true. I've just been busy. Life has been demanding.
Busy doesn't change warmth, Mark. Busy doesn't stop a good morning from sounding like love. And today, because I gave food to children without your approval, you twist it into disrespect.
That's not what I meant, Grace. You're taking it too far.
You think I don't see it? The way you've withdrawn, like I've become a threat just for being myself. Like I'm some witch in the family.
Wait, what? Grace, why would you say something like that?
Because that's how you treat me now. Like I'm the one always plotting. Always interfering, just because I speak up. Let me say it clearly, I'm not a witch. I gave birth to my own children. I love this family. I built this home with my hands. I don't deserve suspicion.
Grace, I never called you a witch.
You didn't have to. The gap between us has been loud enough.
I don't even know how we got to this place. You were my sister. My confidant. You helped raise me. Now we can't even have a conversation without it turning into a battle.
Because we stopped seeing each other with soft eyes. Somewhere along the way, we both let silence do the talking.
Maybe we need to talk. Really talk, not now, but soon. Before this space becomes permanent.
Maybe.
You didn't say much when we got back from your brother's house.
I was just tired. Long day.
Tired, or just avoiding the conversation?
I wasn't avoiding anything. Just needed some time to think.
Mark, I saw the way you and Grace spoke to each other today, or more like didn't speak to each other. It wasn't just tension. It was distance, like strangers wearing familiar names.
It's complicated, Elaine.
That's why I'm bringing it up. Because before we got married, you and Sister Grace were close. You called her your second mother. You said she raised you, and now I don't know. It's like something invisible is standing between you two.
There's been misunderstanding, some things were said, some not said, and slowly, space just happened.
Mark, I need to ask you something. Please don't be upset.
Ask.
Are you sure this didn't start because of me? Maybe not directly, but maybe my coming into the picture shifted something. Maybe she feels I took your attention away.
Elaine, no. Don't ever think that. It's nothing like that, you didn't cause this. If anything, you've tried to build peace where silence already had a throne.
Then what happened?
I don't even know the exact moment it changed. One day, it was a missed greeting, another day, it was me feeling like she was overstepping. She felt I was pulling away, I felt she was holding on too tightly, then small things became big things. Now it's like we're walking on glass around each other.
I wish I could fix it for you.
I know, and I appreciate that, but it's something I need to work through with her without putting you in the middle.
I'm not in the middle. I'm beside you. I just want you to have peace with the people you love, because if this continues for too long, bitterness might set in, and bitterness is loud even when no one is talking.
You're right, I saw it today in her eyes, and in mine too. I didn't like what I saw.
Then maybe it's time to talk, a real talk. Not just how are you in passing, sit with her, even if it's uncomfortable.
I will. I just need to find the right moment.
Sometimes, the right moment doesn't come. You have to create it, before the silence becomes the new normal.
Thank you for seeing me even when I'm not speaking. You're more than a wife, Elaine. You're my reminder.
And you're still the man I prayed for. Just make peace, Mark. For your heart, for the home we're building.
I will. I promise.
You know, I used to be proud of the way Mark saw me. Before Elaine came, I was more than just your wife. I was his sister, his friend, his home. Now I'm the enemy. The woman who says too much. Who does too much, the woman who gets misinterpreted every time she opens her mouth.
Come and sit down.
No, let me stand. If I sit, I'll cry. And I've already done that this week. Twice.
What happened?
Mark happened, or maybe Elaine happened, or maybe I'm just no longer welcome in my own space. Since she came into the picture, everything changed. He doesn't laugh the same way with me. He watches everything I say like I'm waiting to poison his joy. Today he looked at me like I was saying too much again. Like I'm always the one starting trouble.
Grace.
I'm not a bad person, David. I'm not. I've done nothing but give to this family. I raised those children like mine. I fed him. I prayed for him. I helped him find his first job. And now I feel like he's slowly cutting me off with polite silence.
I know that hurts. I can't say I understand fully, but I see the pain.
I don't hate Elaine. I don't. But since she came, I've become the villain in his story.
Grace, I know you love him, that's why this is hitting you deeply. But can I say something? And I need you to hear me with your heart, not your wound.
I'm listening.
Mark is still your brother. He still loves you. But he's also a man who's building his own home now. That comes with shifts, not rejection, and Elaine, she hasn't tried to take your place. She's just trying to take her own place, beside him.
But why does it feel like I had to move for her to fit?
Because this is a season of adjustment. And sometimes, our hearts need time to stretch before they can hold new shapes. Mark isn't against you, Grace. He's just learning how to balance the old and the new. And Elaine is not your enemy. She's trying hard, I've seen it. Quietly. Without stirring dust.
Then why do I feel so replaced?
Because you're grieving change, and that's okay. But please, don't let that grief turn into bitterness. Don't let the love you've built over the years collapse under assumptions.
So you're taking their side?
I'm not taking sides. I'm standing in the middle, trying to hold the pieces together before this little crack becomes a canyon, and I'm begging you, Grace, be patient. With Mark, with Elaine, even with yourself. Let love do the talking again, not pain.
But I miss my brother.
Then fight for that bond, with grace, not fire. Reach out, not to defend yourself, just to love, even if it hurts at first.
What if he still pulls away?
Then at least you'll know you didn't shut the door, and with time, love always finds its way back home.
Yes, you there, are you new here?
Yes, sir. This is my first time in your program. One of my friends invited me.
I knew it. You carry fresh fire, and fresh wounds. But listen, I don't need anyone to tell me anything. I see it clearly in the spirit.
What do you see, sir?
No one in your family likes you.
Yes, it's true. It's very true. Sir, that's exactly why I came. The painful part is that my own husband is in support of them. My enemies. Ever since my brother-in-law got married, it's like I turned into a stranger overnight. Everything I say is wrong. Every silence is suspicious. They avoid me. They judge me. And my husband, he no longer defends me. Sometimes, I feel like I'm being spiritually pushed out of my own home.
Say no more. I can help you, but there is a spiritual price. Are you able to pay $200?
Yes, I can.
Take this oil. Do not open it. Do not smell it. Just take it home and make sure your husband uses it. A drop on his forehead in the morning. A drop in his bathwater. 3 days only.
Sir, what exactly is this oil for?
This oil is a covenant. It will ward off the evil spirits from your household. More importantly, it will begin to restore the unity between you and your husband. By the 3rd day, you will notice a shift. The same man who has been distant will start to come to you for every family decision. He will see clearly. He will defend you again.
God bless you, sir. I needed this more than words.
No one can silence a woman who is spiritually backed. Go, watch what happens.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you for boiling the water. You're always a step ahead of me.
I woke early, couldn't sleep much. I kept thinking.
Hope everything's okay.
I wanted to give you something before you leave today. A pastor gave me this at a program I attended 2 days ago.
You went for a program. Where?
A friend invited me. I was hesitant at first, but something just pulled me there. He gave me this oil. He said it would ward off every evil spirit at your place of work.
What exactly am I supposed to do with it?
Just a drop on your forehead before you leave the house. And a drop in your bathwater for 3 days only. That's all. Nothing more.
All right, I'll use it.
Thank you, David. Thank you for trusting me on this.
Grace, I may not always say much, but I still listen.
That's all I needed to hear.
Have a good day, we'll talk later.
You too, be safe.
Brother David, can we talk?
If it's about the Texas file, just drop it on the table. I'll review it before 3.
It's not about work, it's personal. I've been thinking about things lately, the way you and Sister Grace have been acting around me, and I feel like I need to clear the air before it gets worse.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
I know there's been distance. And I know Sister Grace feels hurt. I don't deny that maybe I've made mistakes too, but I've never had anything against her. I didn't mean for our relationship to feel strained after I got married.
Didn't mean, or didn't care.
Excuse me.
Mark, ever since you got married, everything changed. You suddenly saw my wife as your opposition. She couldn't breathe without you reading meaning into it. You turned the woman who stood by you into a witch with your silence and suspicion.
Please, brother. It hasn't gotten to that.
It has. Don't tell me it hasn't. You avoided her. You doubted her intentions. And now, you want to stand here and play peacemaker.
I came here to make peace, not to be blamed for everything. I never called Sister Grace a witch. I never said anything behind her back.
But your behavior screamed it. You moved out, changed your tone, cut us off gradually, and now you show up with this holy face.
Brother David, I've never stopped respecting you. You're the reason I survived many hard seasons. You were my anchor when I had nothing. That's why I came today, because I still believe we're family.
Family. You walk around like we owe you loyalty just because you got married. Like your wife's feelings matter more than the woman who raised you like her own child.
That's not what I'm saying.
No, Mark. Let me say it, you're an ingrate. That's what you are. You forget too quickly where you came from. You forget who carried you when your parents couldn't. You forget who fought battles with you. Now that you wear a ring, you look at us like shadows.
Brother David, I didn't come to fight. I came to fix what's breaking between us.
Then fix it outside, because I won't stand here and be lectured by someone who's lost his sense of honor. Get out.
You're walking me out.
Yes, and don't come back here with half-hearted apologies. When you're ready to respect this family, maybe then we'll talk.
I still love you, brother, and I'll keep praying for peace, even if it's not welcome today.
Finally, everything is shifting. Just like the prophet said it would, David couldn't even wait to get home before defending me. He took it upon himself to put Mark in his place, and that's all I've ever wanted. A husband who knows where his loyalty should lie. All those years of pretending to be the quiet one, the peaceful one while I sat in the shadows. Watching them look at me with suspicion. Judging me in their hearts. Elaine came and turned everything upside down. Suddenly, I became the bitter one. The enemy. But now, I am in charge. Mark thought he could expose me, but instead, he exposed himself. Even David can't see what's happening. And that's the beauty of it, no one will even see my hand in anything. No fingerprints, no trace. If they're looking for the enemy, they'll keep pointing fingers at each other, maybe at their lovely, united, always right brother. But I'll be the one pulling the strings. The prophet did exactly what he said, and I paid my price. Let the games begin, and this is only the beginning.
Father, I don't even know where to begin tonight. I feel it, the tension, the weight, the cracks forming in a home I once called peaceful. I don't know everything, Lord, but I know you do. I refuse to be the reason there's disunity in this family. If I've done anything, knowingly or unknowingly, Lord forgive me, but I know I've tried to love. I've tried to honor, still things are falling apart. God of peace, please step in, let your peace return to this family, let my husband and his brother be restored, let laughter return to their bond, let joy return to this house. And Lord, if there is anyone, any person hiding in darkness, who is quietly shooting arrows of hatred, bitterness, and division into this home, let their cover be blown, let their hiding place be exposed. I don't care who it is, Lord, man or woman, friend or family. Expose them, Lord, let every secret hand working against unity in this home be revealed, let every tongue speaking confusion be silenced, let every strange fire be quenched. Restore peace, God, let David and Mark find their way back to each other, let every false prophet manipulating this home be exposed. I know you are a God who sees what no man sees, show us what we cannot see. Father, you are not the author of confusion, let your light shine, and let no darkness escape it. Fight for this home, Lord, we can't win without you.
Mark, you didn't say you were coming.
Good afternoon, Brother David. I hope I'm not interrupting.
No, you're welcome. Sit down, please, you came alone.
Yes, I just needed to see you, one-on-one, there's something on my heart.
I'm listening.
Brother, I came to say I'm sorry.
Sorry, for what?
The last time we spoke at your office. I came to talk to you about everything going on between our families, about Sister Grace and how things had been tense. I meant well, but it ended badly.
My office, you mean that short visit last month?
Yes, sir. I came in peace. I wanted to talk things through, to clear the air, but you were angry. You raised your voice. You said I turned your wife into a witch. You called me an ingrate and told me to leave.
Wait, what? I said all that?
Yes, sir, word for word. It broke me, Brother David. I left that day feeling so small.
Mark, I don't remember saying any of that.
You don't?
Honestly, I remember you coming in. I remember thinking we'd talk later when work was less stressful, but those words. That tone. No, it's like I wasn't even present. Mark, I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me that day. If I said those things and hurt you like that, please forgive me, that was never my intention.
I've already forgiven you, sir. That's why I came to make peace. We've been through too much as a family to let misunderstandings break us.
You're a better man than most, to come here after that. God bless you, Mark. Truly. Thank you for not giving up on this family. I'll talk to Grace. I know her heart can be tough sometimes, but I'll speak to her with patience. We must heal this house.
Thank you, brother. That means a lot to me. Elaine has been praying for peace. I believe God is answering.
Then may the peace of God rest on this home, starting today. Next time, don't wait too long before coming. My door is always open.
I won't, sir.
Grace, I spoke with Mark today.
What did he say this time?
He came to apologize. Even after everything that happened between us, he reminded me of the things I said to him that day at the office.
Apologize. Just like that. Wait, are you telling me you're now considering peace with them? After everything?
Yes, Grace, I've been thinking. I don't remember saying half of those things to him. But he told me I did.
You don't remember, but that day, you were so angry. You told him to his face that.
Exactly, and that's the problem. I don't remember saying those words, and now, I want peace. I want things to go back to the way they used to be.
So now it's peace. From defending me to suddenly preaching peace. Well, if the oil has stopped working, then I guess I'll just stand for myself.
What did you just say?
It was a slip of tongue, forget it.
No, Grace. That wasn't just a slip, that do you mean if the oil has stopped working?
David, please, I didn't mean anything by it.
Grace, tell me, what oil?
I got this from a prophet.
What prophet?
One of my friends invited me to his program. The man of God, he saw me, and without me saying anything, he said people in this family don't like me. He said there was a spiritual force trying to turn my husband against me. He gave me the oil I gave to you and said it would restore unity, that if you use it for 3 days, peace would return between us. I wasn't sure you would still use it if I give you the full details, that's why I just told you about it briefly.
And you believe that?
I was desperate, David. I didn't know what else to do. You were always supporting Mark and his wife, I felt alone.
So you gave me the oil without telling me what it was, and I used it without knowing what it carried.
I'm sorry, I only wanted us to be close again.
No, Grace, that oil didn't bring unity. It brought confusion. After I used it, I started acting like someone else. I said things I didn't mean, I pushed away people I loved, you were watching everything, and you said nothing.
I didn't realize it was that serious.
You didn't realize. If God hadn't stepped in, if he hadn't opened my eyes, I would still be a prisoner to that bottle. Grace, stop acting like the enemy in this family. Mark and Elaine have never stopped loving and respecting you, even when you accused them, they still prayed for you.
I was angry, David, I admit it. When Mark was about to marry Elaine, he didn't tell me directly. I felt like I wasn't important anymore. We were so close before, and then suddenly, I was being avoided. Even Mummy came and left without saying much to me. It broke me.
And instead of speaking out, you bottled it up, until it turned into bitterness.
Yes, but I forgive them, truly, since God has exposed everything, I don't want to keep hiding. I went too far, David.
Then it's time to make it right, with them, with God, with yourself.
This weekend, we'll call them, and we'll fix this, together. Thank you for not giving up on me.
God didn't give up on either of us.
Today's channel shout out is to Tracy O, Sandra Brown, Lady Trucker, Natasha, Pamela, Magdalene, Elson, Jael, Jade, Jason, Crystal and Manu from USA. Atuhair from Uganda, Princess Eunice from Ghana, Ngao, Joseph and Patricia from Zambia, Wendy, Joan, Avril, Jordan, Rixalaza, Bayatso, Ida, Martha, Koshi, Victoria, Leanne, and Kimberly from South Africa. Cherry from Maryland, Chrissy, Neville, Yvonne from Canada, Jacqueline, Lee Blake from Jamaica, from Trinidad and Tobago. Drop your comments, name and where you are watching from in the comment section in order to get a shout out from this channel. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell in order to be notified when another video is being posted.